Hello, my name is Elemi Drucker, and today I have for you two clips from a Between Life spiritual regression that I did recently. It was a lovely client and a lovely session, and I chose those two clips. The first one, we joined the client just after she dies in her most recent life. She was a pilot in that life, and she was flying, and something happened that caused her death there. So you will be able to witness how she experienced that with her, what happened just to her after she died. And if you feel drawn to having your own session, you'll find that your own session, your own experiences are likely to be very, very different. This is just how this lovely client experienced it. You might also notice that it takes the client, usually with a spiritual regression, it takes clients quite a bit longer to get an answer because these spiritual regressions are so rich in experiences and detail that a lot of it's happening. They won't be able to verbalize everything. So it might be only about 10% that the client of what's happening that the client is actually able to verbalize. So I hope it's interesting for you, and I'll see you on the other side.
It's gone through into white light. Yeah. Gone through into white light. And what happens when you go through into the white light? I think there was an explosion. And feels very peaceful. Feels very peaceful. Good. Can you check for me if your heart is still beating? I'm not there. Not there? No. Tell me about where you are then. Floating. Floating. What do you notice around you as you are floating? Coloured lights. Coloured lights. Tell me about the colours that you see. Yellow. Yellow. What's the significance of the yellow light? Like stars. Like stars. Yellow, like stars. Are there any other colours? There's still the white light. Still the white light. Floating. Yellow. The white light. So what happens next? Like I'm just suspended there. You're suspended there. Tell me a little bit more about being suspended. Time doesn't exist. Yeah. Time doesn't exist. It's beautiful and peaceful. Yeah. Beautiful and peaceful. It's not. There's no physical. Yeah. Feels like I'm being pulled upwards now. Being pulled upwards. What's happening there?
And just slowly going, rising upwards. Lots of white.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm white.
Mm. And white. Mm-hmm.
But a different shade of white.
Mm. What's the significance of
density?
Different density. Mm-hmm. What's the significance of the white?
It's like purifying.
Uh-huh. It's purifying. Mm-hmm. Purifying.
And I'm trying to lose some of my density.
Right, yes. So as you're going up, you're purifying, losing some of your density. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm disintegrating into the light as I go.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still being propelled forward at speed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going out into a fast universe, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm just slowly in this peace and light, becoming part of it.
Beautiful. Become part of that peace, that light.
It's quite lovely.
Enjoy that for a few moments. Yeah. Become part of that peace, that light.
It's becoming part of the whole.
Yeah. Becoming part of the whole.
I've just fragmented completely.
Mm-hmm.
It is all connected.
Yeah.
And it's part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how this client experienced the first period after her heart stopped beating. And I think it was a lovely illustration of how death really is a transition. It's not the end of anything. And usually it's really, really peaceful. I remember years ago, the very first spiritual regression that I facilitated, the very first thing my client said after her heart had stopped beating, she said, "Oh, that's a relief." So usually for clients, it is just a lovely experience and certainly nothing to fear. So the next clip I have for you is this client describing her home, her true home. There is references that she makes to the hive, and by which she means it's a series of incarnations here on Earth. But the main descriptions will be of her soul home.
We know we're going home.
Mm-hmm.
And we've known even in this life that we get homesick for home.
Yes. Tell me about home. You said you know you're going there.
When home, you there's just so much suffering on this planet, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful planet.
Mm-hmm.
But things eating each other and killing each other and fighting with each other, and not just humans, other creatures. We don't have to exist like that.
No.
All of this, it hurts our hearts so much, this planet.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, so beautiful.
Hurts our hearts so much.
There's no suffering where we come from.
Yeah. So tell me about where you come from.
It's another dimension. It's a different dimension.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a different planet or just a different dimension. But it's beautiful there.
It's beautiful. No suffering.
There's no suffering there. This planet hurts so many people that come into it.
Yeah.
Because they come from another place. We just don't understand.
Yeah. So what was the reason for coming, even though it hurts your heart so much?
Because we wanted the freedom for the planet, for the people, for the animals, for the nature.
You're warriors. Wanted the freedom for the planet, the people.
We can go home now.
Go home now.
There's much love and happiness there.
Really soak that all up.
Been away a long time.
Been away a long time. Yeah. You feel like coming home. Love, happiness.
Able to take others with us that have broken from the hive cycle.
You're taking others with you to home. Tell me what happens when you are home.
It's just trying to compare it to the Crystal City. Crystal Hive. It's a different type of energy.
Yeah.
Completely different type of energy.
Yeah.
Although the hive is beautiful in its own way with that crystalline structure. It's not like I keep thinking of Lemuria. I don't understand that.
Maybe let's just forget about any comparisons. Or just feel about home. Whether that's Lemuria or elsewhere or anything else, that'll become clear. Just fully be home. Feel the energy there.
It's light.
Light.
It's free and it's light.
Free.
And there's no emotional pain. There's water, there's plants and animals. We don't have to eat each other.
Light. Free. Plants and animals and water.
It's a very, very beautiful earth. With all the difficult bits not there anymore. People live in love and friendship. I can see like a long promenade, but it's up in the air, and there's globes along the promenade.
Yeah. What's the significance of the globes along the promenade?
Energy sources.
Mm.
The globes provide energy,
Yeah.
and the promenade is above the trees. But that's our energy source.
The promenade.
Yeah, with the globes.
The globes.
It's sort of like a walkway,
Uh-huh.
but above the trees, and And there's no ugly buildings or concrete or it's trees and it's water and it's sand and grass. People live in these glass houses. They're not glass. You move along the promenades at speed, but you only have to think it. And you move. They're like the walkways. So there's no vehicles or anything.
Yeah. You only have to think it and then
And you think it and you move. And the clothes are made of a fabric that is the most stunning colours. Right, but the fabric's made of lights. And they're iridescent and pinks and violets. And you move by thinking.
Yeah.
And people are telepathic.
Yeah.
They don't have to. You don't have to speak. You have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
There's no lies or. People don't seem to age. I can see somebody walking or moving, like she's floating in this dress, this beautiful dress. And she has a bag with her, but she's not carrying the bag. The bag's just following her.
She moving towards you, away from you?
She's walking with a man, or
Walking
floating with a man.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe a shop or something. She doesn't have to carry a bag, it just follows her. And her hair's braided. Very pretty braid.
Very pretty. Are there any ornaments? Yeah.
They eat fruit, lots of fruit. And everywhere there's fruits growing, they just grow everywhere.
They eat fruit. Do you see any ornaments or symbols on this lady or on the dress?
No, it's just this incredible material that is like it's made of light.
Yeah.
And she's engrossed in conversation with this man, but they're not having to speak.
Yes. And where are you in relation to them? Are they near you?
I'm just stood by one of the globes watching them.
You're watching them.
Oh, it's the dress, I can't. The dress is so beautiful. She's beautiful.
Can you pick up on their conversation? Is it just between them?
It's something about some work they're doing. They work together. but they're very passionate about it.
Mm.
Whatever it is they're doing, they truly believe it and are passionate about it.
Yeah.
They love what they're doing.
You get a sense that you've seen this lady or this man before.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Being there again, being by the globe, seeing this man and this lady talking but without words. Now what happens next?
They just move away into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just stood by the globe, taking it all in and enjoying it. There's a warmth, energetic warmth about being there.
Yeah.
Like going into your home that you love,
Yeah.
that smells good, and putting on your pyjamas and your slippers.
Yeah.
And that comforting, warm feeling, and I'm just happy to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just feel that. The place is beautifully lit.
Mm-hmm.
It's evening time and there's just like fairy lights everywhere. And there's just warmth coming out of the homes and and there's no locked doors or fear of others.
Yeah.
That they might rob you because people would know your thoughts, and there is no ownership, so they can't take anything from you because you don't have anything.
So what happens next here?
I want to go back to my own home.
Yeah. Let them do that.
There's no closed front door, so I walk in. And it's that feeling I described.
Yeah. Comfortable.
And there's family there. I can't name them yet,
It's okay.
but they feel familiar.
They feel familiar.
And they're there. To such a great sense of connection. Love. We live a very long life.
Yeah. Yeah.
We use sound and colour for healing. But we don't get sick.
Right.
Not like humans get sick.
And you use that for humans when they get sick? You use sound and healing?
Can do.
Yeah.
Can do.
Because you don't get sick.
No.
No.
We don't get sick.
Can you tell
We
me
don't get sick because we have a higher vibration.
Yeah.
And there's no stress.
Yeah.
Humans have so much stress. It makes them sick.
Yeah.
They can't control their thoughts.
Hmm.
They can't control their thoughts, which means they can't control their emotions.
And you can?
We're trained from a childhood how to use our thoughts to maintain the high vibration.
Hmm.
This is what they teach us. And families know, and you can't just, not anybody can just have a child.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be chosen to have a child.
Okay.
And you have to dedicate yourself to that child.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, part of it is you have to make sure that they are given their best lives possible.
Yeah.
So only selected people get to parent a child, because it's the biggest privilege and responsibility you can have.
Yes.
Is to help that child grow. And have a happy life, a good life, meaningful life.
Yeah.
There's no mental illness.
Mm.
There's no mental illness because of the way the children are
Yeah.
brought up
Mm.
and helped. They're not told off, they're not punished. And animals are very much loved there.
Mm.
There's no cancer. People live very long lives, but they don't go into homes. And we're taught how to self-heal, so there are no hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
We self-govern.
Mm-hmm.
There is no government. There's no hierarchy.
Self-govern.
People have skills and their skills are valued. And they share them freely.
Mm.
And music is important.
Mm-hmm.
There's no money.
Mm. What is it that you do when you are home?
I'm a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Teacher.
Teach about other planets and other lives,
Mm.
other dimensions.
Mm. Teach about other lives and other dimensions.
And there's a lovely pink hue in the sky. The pink lace. The weather's always nice there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can experience things like snow if you want to.
Mm.
You only have to think it.
Mm. Mm. Sounds wonderful.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. So I wonder if we can go to the time where you decided to leave this place. And tell me whether you communicated with somebody about that, or whether that was a decision you made by yourself.
We made it as a group.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit more about the group? The calling. There was a calling.
We were drawn to it.
And were you the only one that answered the calling, or did you go as a group?
It was the group.
The group. So all of the group went?
The group went.
The group went.
And we knew we'd come together.
Yeah. You answered the calling, you and the rest of the group. You knew you'd come together. Was this what happened just before your current life as Kim? Or did that happen many, many, many lifetimes before?
Many lifetimes.
Many lifetimes before.
Many lifetimes before.
Yes. Yes. So you've been coming back into human existence?
We've been in the hive for
Yeah.
it's a human
Yeah.
perception of time.
Of course, yeah.
But we entered the hive.
Entered the hive. And then once you entered the hive, it felt like a trap for a long, long time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew we could find each other in it. We only had to send out a call for
Good.
each other.
Good.
So we knew we could find each other. We found each other this time
Yeah.
through a call.
Yeah. How big was the group roughly that you left home with originally?
I want to say 20.
20.
But
Yeah.
I can't remember all 20 at the
No,
moment.
that's fine. So you knew you could call out for each other, even as you're in the hive, incarnating as humans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Good. So you always have the ability to call out for each other? Yeah, I see. So can we now go to the time when she was still in the hive and she was getting ready to be born as Kim?
Mm-hmm.
And can we go to the time that that decision was made? Perhaps there was someone, a being there to help make that decision? And just tell me what happened there during that decision to come down in a human body as Kim.
The decision was already there from the time we entered the hive.
Okay, yeah.
We entered the hive, we knew what the many lives would be,
Yeah.
because we knew we had to experience so many different things.
Right.
When we entered the hive, we entered with a program.
Mm-hmm.
That we brought with us.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that program.
We were able to insert it into the crystal. Like a computer program.
Yeah. A mathematical program.
Yes, yeah.
And that program contained the lives, the plans.
And the plans. It was like slotting it in as an entry card
Yeah.
to get in. Sounds strange, but I can't.
No. Can we go back to the time that that computer program was written?
I didn't write it, I don't know.
Okay. You didn't write it. Okay.
No.
Okay. That's not
Just
possible.
agreed to.
Okay. Are you able to read that computer program?
Only through the expression of lives.
Okay. Okay. So it's a program you received before you and your group entered the hive. You slot a card into the entry. Slot a card in.
It was
to
like
gain access.
Yeah, it was like doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
We had to be prepared before we left because we had to enter a lower density.
Yeah. I bet. And how did you do that? How are you preparing? Is that with lights, with sound, or is it differently?
No, negative emotions. It's painful.
Yeah. So you received the negative emotions before you entered the hive?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Whilst you were still home?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
The training centre.
Training centre to prepare you. I see.
They also immersed us in something. It was like a natural pool
Yeah.
of a yellowish, greenish type sulphurous liquid
Yeah.
that helped bring down your
Helping down your vibration, your frequency.
It made you more dense.
Made you more dense. Yeah. I wonder, was it quite a common thing for people of your home to do that, to make that journey, to enter the hive? Was it occasionally it happened?
Yeah,
When there was a call?
Yeah, or they would go other places.
Or other places, yeah. Yeah. So when there was a call, certain beings that heard that call volunteered, is that right? Or were you chosen to answer the call?
It just resonated with you.
Resonated, I see, yeah. Yeah, you and the roughly 20, 19 others.
20.
Yeah, I see.
So I thought that was really quite an eye-opening description of the client's true home and what they went through, and how they prepared to come here to Earth and to help us. That was really quite a humbling experience, just to know that we're certainly not alone, and there's certainly a lot of help out there, and there's beings, there's souls that are willing to come from far away, from beautiful places, and they come to help us. Um, and that is also often why these sessions are so enormously helpful. This client was already very aware of her true nature, and her own uniqueness, but a lot of people are not aware. They might really feel alone. They might feel like they don't fit in. They might have health issues. They might not understand why they feel the way they do. And for clients like that to have a session such as a between life spiritual regression, and to experience where they do belong, where they do feel at home, is hugely beneficial. So if this resonates at all with you, please just get in touch, drop me a line, or visit my website, and I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you. I always give free consultations in which we can discuss what it is that you're hoping to get from the session. I can explain how I work, and we can see whether perhaps a spiritual regression would be right for you at this time. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to join you again soon. Bye bye.